On November 7th, 2022, Sam Bankman-Fried woke up feeling like money being worth $16 billion. The next day, he had less than $1 billion. This is one of the greatest single-day financial losses in history, making him the all-time GOAT of losing money. Bankman-Fried was the CEO and co-founder of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX, which was at one time worth $32 billion and is now in bankruptcy. This came as a shock to the world, but on this episode of Luxury Land, we'll show you why this scandal shouldn't have come as a surprise at all. If you're new to the land, please hit that subscribe button. And if you love luxury, please hit that like button so that we can continue to inspire you by bringing you the luxury content you deserve. Sam Bankman-Fried grew up on the campus of Stanford University, where both his parents taught law. He worked as a Wall Street trader and then co-founded FTX in 2019 with former Google employee Gary Wang. After securing backing from high-profile venture capital firms, FTX became one of the world's largest digital currency exchanges for storing, buying, and selling cryptocurrencies. Sam Bankman-Fried was hailed as one of the youngest billionaires in the world and even nicknamed the new Warren Buffett. All this new clout attracted the rich and famous. Steph Curry became an ambassador, as I'm sure you've seen on the commercials, as well as NFL superstar Tom Brady, who personally invested in FTX. The brand began to be seen everywhere, like in Formula One race cars, and Miami even renamed its basketball arena the FTX Arena, which now of course has to be renamed. I propose Luxury Land. Who's with me? Sam Bankman-Fried became known as SBF, one of the richest people in the world, with his net worth reaching a high of $26 billion before the age of 30. And now, with all of this money, of course came some questionable splurging. SBF bought a luxury penthouse in the Bahamas and proceeded to move in with 10 people, where they all dated each other in a huge polyamorous entanglement. Some of these people were co-workers and some he knew from school, but one of them, Caroline Ellison, was the CEO of Alameda Research. Alameda Research was a trading firm founded by Bankman-Fried. FTX and Alameda Research were supposed to be separate businesses, but they were a little too close for comfort. A leaked document later showed that Alameda Research held an uncomfortably high amount of the cryptocurrency FTX created called FTT, an uncomfortable amount like 40% of FTT uncomfortable. This isn't illegal, but it's scary because the close financial ties of the companies meant that the failure of one company would risk the failure of another. And that's what happened. So how did this mess start? When the massive crypto crash happened in the spring, SBF felt a responsibility to save struggling crypto companies. So his bright idea to do this was to use Alameda to make risky bets. One of these bets was putting $500,000 on crypto lender Voyager Digital. He was seen as the savior of crypto, but his desire to save other companies ended up being fatal to his own. Voyager Digital filed for bankruptcy a month later, and Alameda Research lost $500 million. Alameda was on its last leg here, so SBF secretly transferred a small amount of $10 billion of customer funds from FTX to prop up Alameda. He had built a backdoor in FTX's accounting software that let him move billions of dollars without triggering a red flag to anyone, allegedly. And now, at least $1 billion of customer money is missing. And to make things worse, someone has also reportedly stole hundreds of millions of funds from FTX due to a hack. The new FTX CEO is currently cooperating with law enforcement to get to the bottom of it. When these ties between Alameda and FTX were first made public, it worried Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Binance was an early investor in FTX and decided to sell $580 million of the FTT token. This caused the price of the token to plummet, and then other customers followed suit. $6 billion was withdrawn in 3 days. When all looked lost, the same Binance CEO offered to bail out FTX by purchasing the company, but then he backed out just in time when he found out about the misuse of customer funds. This creates another blemish on an industry that is already plagued with an air of skepticism. The fall of FTX could create more regulations for cryptocurrency, which the industry always opposed. SBF lobbied with Democrats, paying them off with millions in order to get more friendly regulations for the industry. This will all take years to sort out. Lawmakers have to decide if the company can even continue to operate, and customers want their money back. The question is, how much will they be able to recover after bankruptcy? John Ray is the new CEO of FTX and was the same guy who took over after the Enron scandal, the biggest bankruptcy in US history at the time, with liabilities of $23 billion. John Ray has his work cut out for him because FTX's liabilities are probably double that, according to a legal filing in Delaware. SBF responded to all of this by basically saying, "I'm sorry," on Twitter. That'll make him feel better, Sammy. Even with all these crashes and scandals, many feel as though crypto is still the future of currency. What do you think? Is it worth the investment? Let me know in the comments below. I've also done a video on some more of the world's youngest billionaires who hopefully will have a much brighter future. Click a video on the screen to watch something you haven't seen. And thanks for visiting Luxuryland.